I'm here.
Where have y'all been?
Shit, where have you
We've
been?
been up north.
Oh yeah, everybody been up north.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing. You know, we back. We just doing a lot, man. We doing a lot. Big things coming this tonight. We got a letter, right?
Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
We got some couple topics we might need to discuss before we even get to this letter that we've been helping people lately. I think. Don't look like that because you used to get upset when people used to say we ain't help no damn body, but we've been helping people. I think we help people.
We always help them.
Yeah, because people still writing.
Right.
So that's the
Yes.
main thing. People writing, people watching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is light skin versus brown skin dissing each other right now, and I'm loving the musical back and forth. Long as them boys keep it in the music, man, I love it.
Hey. Yeah, like no stupid violence
Yeah.
outside the music,
I
right?
love it. I love it.
Shoot, my man Slade.
That better be Chris
Breezy
Breezy.
Slade.
No,
Him.
boy,
Right.
Quavo got him, baby.
Quavo didn't even
No,
come back.
baby.
That was weak.
He
That
didn't
was
go-
so
what?
whack.
That was weak.
With the takeoff verse, man, y'all tripping.
That was weak.
man.
That AI verse, come on, stop that. That was
Anyway,
that was
man, we're going to get to it, baby. Oh, yeah, and we back.
We are back on this Friday. Oh, wait.
Friday?
What day?
What the hell, Dorothy?
We'll go Friday.
Dorothy or Red Riding Hood? I don't know which one you is tonight. Goldilocks? No, you ain't Goldilocks.
I am.
Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, Dorothy. That's what I look like tonight. The Wizard of Oz, one of my favorite movies. Yes. But we are definitely back on this Tuesday night. You know, it's like when we miss one show, we miss a lot. That's what I feel like. Yeah. But we are definitely back. My voice isn't totally back, but we are back
It's
on this,
bedroom. It's in the bedroom area, so it's cool. Hey, this is Tangy T. Come on, Dorothy. Introduce the team. Introduce yourself.
My bad. So, yes, we are back on this Tuesday. Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life. This is where we talk about any and everything.
No, we don't talk about everything and anything. We talk about certain things and appropriate things.
Appropriate things. Shit.
That's what we calling it tonight.
Yep,
All
appropriate.
right, well, appropriate things. I am your host, Veronica. Back with you on this Tuesday. And tonight, I will not be doing that much talking.
No, you
Like,
gotta talk. You the woman
I'm
in the
gonna,
house.
like, leave it to the guys tonight
No,
because
mm-mm.
they love to talk.
We talking Thursday. We talking Thursday. You in here tonight.
Oh, yeah. The
Mhm.
show is Thursday. Look at this here. What? Who is this? Who are you tonight?
I don't know. I'm just call me up north all night long. I'm up north. I just come back from up north. You know what I'm saying? I done called about 7 people today, son. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my
So
gosh.
you know what I'm saying? I said get the fuck out of here a couple times today. So yeah,
Forget about it.
Yeah, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Over there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm,
right.
yeah, I'm up north. What's up, Destiny? How you doing?
Hey, Destiny. Yeah, well, that's what you feeling like tonight, the northerner.
Yeah, I'm a northerner. You know what I'm saying? Noah Lee Johnson in the building.
Hey, Noah. Hey, Sly. Thank you so much for the stars.
Oh yeah.
We appreciate you, Sly. See, when I start talking a lot, that's what I'm saying. You guys going to have to do a lot of talking tonight because I start talking, I start coughing. What's going on? Brother Fatine, all the way from WBLS radio station, New York.
Good to be back. Good to be back. Had a great time up there at Reverend Sharpton's National Action Convention. Had to work it. Met a lot of good people. Me and Al B. Shaw got a chance to talk it up, with the whole Diddy situation, and he, his son was adopted by Diddy. But he said what needed to be said, but more is going to come out. But I had a great time. Good to see my daughters, hung out with them at the mall, and then got back, and then you wasn't feeling well last week, and then Victor was up north cutting food up there. But hey, he fit right on in up there.
Hmm. Well, my thing is, you know a lot of people. Reverend Al Sharpton. I think was Oprah there this weekend as well.
No, Alicia Keys was there.
Whoopi Goldberg, like
Whoopi Goldberg.
you know all these people, but never once have they sat on the show, right, Victor? Like,
that?
I'm just saying, your biggest stars is the ones you see on Tuesdays at 8. So
I mean,
the rest of them is just, second hand.
I'm gonna surprise you, but if we got to be able
Yeah,
to get them to get on the screen, I don't know if I can get them in the building, but I can get some of these people. If we can get a call-in number, I can make it happen.
I mean, I'm a little nuts compared to. Wait a minute.
Pause.
Never mind.
You little what? You
Nut.
deal with little what?
Nuts.
She deal with
Little
nuts.
nuts.
Okay, I got you.
Baby
I was
nuts.
scared,
Baby nuts.
I'm little compared to
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
No, to
You-
who?
Well,
To who?
yeah, you're right.
I mean, you got it. We got. I mean, I don't. Me personally, I don't put people I can't touch on a pedestal. Because I don't know Al, and I'm just speaking to people
Yeah.
that was there. But the people who I do know that make an impact mean more to me than the people I can't touch and see and stuff like that. So
Aw, thanks.
see that why y'all see
Sorry.
that's
Yeah.
and that's my thing when it comes to women. Like when a man is making a point, y'all take away from it because like we'll make a point and then you make the whole thing seem like it's
Awkward.
instead of just
But some men like that. Like Fatine. Like he would love for me to say, "Oh, Fatine."
I love when you put on that nice voice. Yeah,
See?
I like that.
Or you
I
got
like
the
when you
horse
put-
voice. Mr. Ed voice.
I can't stand y'all.
Oh, Lord.
Anywho, yes, we are definitely back on this Tuesday. We missed you guys. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you. So, so Fatine had a big weekend. Victor, you had a big weekend.
I did.
But,
Well, I had a big week. I came back on the weekend, man. It was. Let's tell you something. So anytime anybody hang out with me, and we've been drinking, we gonna have a memorable night.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we went out, and we went to, we was drinking a little bit, and we went to my brother's mother's house.
Mhm.
So we out there. It's 4 of us. We in this assistant living home, and we get out the truck. We go in there to go holler at Miss Gladys or whatever. Shouts out to Miss Gladys. We come back out in the truck lot, and the fob is sitting in the middle of the seat.
Mm.
And I'm like, how the hell do you lock a keyless fob inside of a truck? Like, you got to be a special kind of stupid to do some shit like that, right?
Mhm.
So anyway, come to find out, the dude that was on the passenger seat got out of the passenger seat, walked all the way around the truck, and I didn't know Fords can do this. We had an Expedition. He hit the damn lock button on the Expedition and locked the doors. I'm like, bro, why the fuck would you do that? Like, if you're the passenger,
Just be passenger.
just be a passenger. You don't have the fob. You don't have anything. And he locked that damn door and then wanted to blame my homeboy Rodney for not taking the key with him. It's like, but bro, you responsible for why the door is locked.
Yeah, when you in that passenger seat, you're a
Just
scrub.
ride.
You're a scrub. So when you're a scrub, you don't do
scrub?
anything. You're a scrub. You know what TLC said. I
Yeah,
don't know if you hollering at me and you sitting in the passenger seat, you're a scrub.
exactly.
Come on, you don't do nothing like that. You're a scrub. You just get in and get out.
That's it. And all you passenger princesses, when you sitting in the passenger seat, don't touch the radio. Don't touch the air condition. The only thing you need to be touching is what's between my legs.
What?
That's it. When you riding with me, that's it. Don't touch shit else.
Unless you the wife, because the wife going to touch whatever they want to touch.
I
That's
not
what
that.
happens.
If you the
even
passenger-
you're not the wife. Like if I'm in the truck with you and a nice song come on, like I'm turning like.
But see, I don't even listen to music, so
So what we doing? What we vibing to? We just.
Oh, you know what he want to vibe to.
no, I'm saying if you ride, I don't listen to music. I don't.
He want to bob. But
So I listen to like talk radio, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So I don't listen to music.
So I would not be turning it up.
I don't think you'll be riding in the passenger seat, but if you just so happen to be in there, don't touch my radio. The only thing you got is your side, cause I got the dual climate control. You can control that.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, as long as I can touch something.
Oh, you can touch something in Victor
And
car.
your
Trust me.
seatbelt. And your seatbelt. That's it. That's it. Anything outside of that, don't touch nothing else.
Okay,
Oh,
then.
you can. Unless he been
Hey,
drinking.
Sissy. Hey, Marlene. Thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate each and every one of you. So, Brother Fatim, anything
Yes.
else you wanted to say about
Yeah.
your weekend?
No, but
Oh,
I do
what?
want to bring up something.
Yes, sure.
So it's interesting. I was talking to Victor about something. I'm not going to get too personal about it, but it's so interesting that sometime in life, and we talk about in relationships, or not to say relationships commitments. I'm just saying when you meet people, we tend to look at people and we judge them by so many different things. Of course, we judge them by looks and what they do and whatever. But when you get a chance to talk to somebody, sometimes you'll think somebody that is younger can't have a decent conversation. You think that, somebody on your level, when I say your level in a sense of age, or maybe even anyway, 15, 10 years difference. But when you have a conversation with somebody younger that handle themselves, this happened to me twice in life. This happened to years ago, and it happened to me recently. That speaking with somebody younger was more intriguing than speaking to some women on my age level or a little younger. It's interesting. And I was surprised. And I'm not saying that they're not wise in years, because they're not wise in years, but just how they're comfortable, and how they treat people and how they move. And it's amazing how sometimes you'll do something for a person and you're not doing it for them to do something back, but they just consider it and be like, oh, what can I do for you? Or whatever I can do. And I was like, wow, you can't teach a person that. That's just who they are. And I was just mentioning this to one of my co-hosts on another show about that. But there's years of difference there. So it's not where it's going to be any type of relationship. But it's crazy to be kind of smitten by somebody like that, by that. So, it's not a question or a topic, because I guess, a lot of people put a situation on age. But I'll tell you that sometimes you can become a little bit more open to a person that is a little bit more genuine from their heart, and they are. And I'm not talking about a minor. I'm talking about an adult. But I'm talking about somebody that is not in your age bracket that you would be expected to talk to or whatever. But when you do have that conversation, it's just refreshing. And I'll be honest with you, that happened in the past 2 weeks. Been refreshing, and it's crazy, but it happens, And the society tends to frown on that and look down on it. And I guess there is ethics about it. But again, when you're two adults, and I like to hear what you have to say, Veronica and Victor, you're two adults. But how do you deal with something like that in a situation like that?
When you're having a conversation with someone younger and not expecting it to be
that way, and you go home wanting more of that conversation. You look forward to wake up and have that conversation, or talk with that person, or text that person. That's kind of interesting, where you meet other people that you may be attracted to, that's on your age level, but you don't get that feeling for them.
I think you should shoot your shot.
I don't. Okay.
I mean, I'm not getting ready to, I'm not getting ready to say, listen, we only live once. This is the thing. We only live once. And if you feel like you vibing with someone, I feel like it's okay to maybe take it a little further, maybe to get the conversation going in a different level, just to see where their mind is at. Like I say, you only live once. So it's time out for us to stop worrying about what other people are going to say and how other people are going to react, what they thinking and all that stuff. It's time for us to start doing things that we want to do. And if you feel like this person, whoever you're talking about, if you feel like there is a chance for it to go in a different way, then I feel like you should take it there. I don't feel like you should hinder for making a pass just because of the age, just because of you worrying about what someone else may think or say about it. So that's just my thoughts.
Victor.
I really feel like if you take age off the table, if it's if you can close your eyes and you can still talk to her, I don't see what's the problem. Me personally, my biggest hang up in relationships is being I have an image of somebody and they're not the image that I have for them, which is it's a setup because people are trying to. I'm saying they trying to, but I have this image of oh man, she's like this, and then she ain't nothing like that, and I'm just like, nah, I'm stuck with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But if you can honestly have a conversation, this person is exactly who they say they are. I mean, age is age. You know what I'm saying? You say she legal, so it don't matter, bro. Like, if you got to understand now, there's going to be some hang-ups. But right now, if you cool and she cool,
Yeah.
I don't see the point. I don't see the point of overthinking it. Don't overthink it.
And that's the problem. That's what we do a lot. We overthink a situation. Well, some of us overthink a situation, and when we let a good thing because we're overthinking about
Nah, a good thing is not a forever thing. Now.
Right.
Just
That's
Yeah.
right.
that's the
Yeah.
thing. So
That's right.
I think some people will get in relationships and think it's supposed to last forever. It's not true.
That's true.
That's not true.
Not saying that it couldn't.
But you're right. I'm not gonna disagree with you on what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're right. But what I'm saying is every relationship that I've had, I knew this shit is not gonna last forever.
I don't like that though. Why would you think like that? Was you thinking like that when you first got in a relationship, or was you thinking like that when stuff started going wrong?
I think
Because if you going in a relationship thinking that it's not going to work,
yeah,
so
I
you
knew it.
go into a relationship thinking,
I going into a relationship, I knew me and this person really ain't compatible, but there are some things about you that I like, and if we have a sexual moment, we do. But I'm gonna be standoffish. We're never gonna go no further than this right here. So I think people go into relationships thinking marriage all the time. That's how people's feelings get hurt.
well, it's not so much as thinking marriage, but it's thinking, okay, me and this person, we're good for one another. Let's make it work. I'm not gonna go in a situation thinking, oh well, he don't really got this, he ain't got that. But at the moment, we're gonna kick it and we're gonna be good. But I know good and well this ain't long term. I'm not trying to get involved with someone who I'm not looking to spend a long time with.
But what's a
Not
long
saying
time?
that it's got to be, the first thing I'm thinking is marriage, but I'm definitely hoping and thinking that it's going to last. Like we're gonna have something together that's gonna hold us together.
8 months is a long time.
8 months is a long time, so is 8 years.
8 years is too long to be with somebody who you don't plan on spending the rest of your life with. What I'm saying is I'm not gonna waste nobody time. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we both in this relationship. Now, if you start talking about something serious, then and I don't see it like that, I'm gonna let you know. But if you ask me, I'm gonna be honest. Where do you see us in 5 years? I'm gonna tell you that as I don't know, Facebook friends, I reckon.
Yeah. So I think I think we all set boundaries, and I think age do come into depend on how big that gap is. Because when you think now, and then you think 20 years down the road, and where you're going to be, and where that person is going to be, then you look at what in a sense you can build something, but are you able to fulfill some of the expectations of that person down 20, 25 years, depending on where you're at in your stage of life? I think we have to be honest. I think we have to be honest. What feels good may not be good for us. It may be a moment situation, but is it a lasting situation? And that moment situation could be still out of respect, a lasting situation in the sense of a friendship, but it might not be a relationship where you're two, because that person may need someone that's a little bit more compatible age-wise to grow with them, but you remain, you know what I'm saying? It may be a moment, y'all may take it there, but I've been able to have moments with people and still had a blossoming friendship with them in life. So for me, I just look at this circumstance is it feels good. And one of the things when you have a void in your life, see, the thing is, I haven't felt that in a while where you just want to talk with someone or speak with someone or this, that, and the other. So sometimes we have this void in our life. And then when you feel that, you get caught up in it. But then, you ride that, but then you have to come back to reality because sometimes we're not dealing with reality, we're dealing with emotion. And when you're dealing with emotion, it feels good because when you get that good feeling, it feels good. It's energetic. It makes you feel warm. It makes you feel fuzzy. It makes you that. But then you have to look at it from a realistic point of view. Is this something that is realistically going to really work down the road? And you have to be realistic about it.
So, bro, feeling the void to me is dangerous because, first of all, love makes us do some shit that we don't even understand. Like, putting somebody else before yourself is ridiculous, but we do it.
That's correct.
Out of love. You get what I'm saying? And when you feeling that void, with what can be perceived as love, is super damn dangerous. And I don't know when is the right time to heal from something that's tragic as what happened to you. But I know for me, coming out of a relationship, I'm not saying the very next one was something serious, but when I was starting ready to date, I latched on like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I looked at this person for not who they were, but what I wanted them to be. And there was no way they could ever live up in my mind on how I envisioned you being because that just wasn't them. So we were doomed from the first day I said hello.
See, now that is when you're bringing, as they say, baggage into another relationship.
Facts. That's facts.
Because you wasn't healed from what you got out of.
I think I was healed, but I was yearning for affection, love, attention. I was yearning for the opposite sex, you know what I'm saying, to show me some attention. Motherfuckers get tired of coming home by themselves. I'm going to tell you this. I get tired of damn waking up and looking at the clock and I roll over and end up with some damn pillars laying there. So when I want to fill that void, then that becomes dangerous because you get used to this person here, but this person right here really ain't there for my heart. You're there just to fill a void because I'm fucking bored.
Yeah, and that's true. And I got to give a shout out to...
That's the thing, though. Like, why am I there just to fill the void? Like, and I get it. And I'm sorry, I ain't meant to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But I get what you're saying, Victor. Like, yes, being alone is sometimes for the birds. Like, we want someone there, at that moment, at that time where we're feeling, alone. Like, we want someone. But my thing is that is a dangerous game when you just have someone there just to feel that moment. Like, you have someone there just so you can roll over and hug or roll over and kiss just for that moment. And then it's like when you don't want to be in that moment no more, it's like, okay, I'm tired of you. You wasn't what I was looking for anyway. You was just there for that moment. That is dangerous because that person could have already caught feelings. And now you're saying, well, you wasn't the one, so let me.
But it happens both ways now. But go ahead for Tim.
Yeah.
But Victor said it. When you tend to look out, when you put other people's feelings ahead of yours, like Victor said, self-preservation. You're going to look out for yourself. And the reason why I said I wanted to give a shout out to Sister Dominique McFarland was because we've been communicating, and I was at one of her seminars that deal with grief and things like that, and we talked about this, and I brought this up at the last seminar that I attended, is that hurt people. And when I say hurt people, it's not always where it's a nasty breakup. You can lose a loved one. And what happens is that void comes in there and you get tired of feeling pain. So when you feel some type of pleasure, even though I hate to use this word, but you're utilizing or you're using that person to mask that pain because you want to feel some kind of enjoyment. You can be, what you're saying, hurting someone, but you don't purposely mean to hurt that person. You just get caught up in that moment because you're trying to fill that void. And that's a real void, especially when you lose someone. That's why it's been a year since Hanifa passed. April 6th was a year, and I made sure that I would not make any committed relationship out there. And I can't tell you, I can't put time on it now. It has to happen naturally.
Yeah.
You understand? It has to happen naturally. But I'm in a different phase in my life where when I met her, I was 3.5 years out of a other relationship that I was hurt, but I was in a different phase. We didn't have children. We were younger, and you want to build a family. I have 2 grown daughters now, and I'm in a different phase. I don't want to really have no more children. I don't want to have a oops baby. You know what I'm saying? At this stage of the game. So it's a different thing, but I still want to feel love because I have a lot of love to give, but I
Yeah.
also want to be nurtured as well.
And no one can put we can't put a time stamp on it. Like, okay, I'm gonna just let this person just be with me only for a little while until I get over feeling this certain way. I mean, I don't think women can do that. I don't know if I can't speak for you men. You may be able to do that, but I'm like, if I'm spending a lot of time with someone, it's definitely gonna be feelings gonna get involved, and it's not gonna be as easy for me to say, oh, well, I'm done. I don't want nothing else to do with you. You was just here for a moment while I was a little lonely. Mr. Sammy made a good point, though. He said sometimes we live for the moment, and it's okay for the moment. But we have to be careful with that moment, though, because, like I said, some people can't handle the moment.
That ain't on me though.
And it's not on you. I mean,
It
and
ain't on me.
especially if you say that at the beginning, like, I don't want this.
No, I don't. So this is it. From the beginning when we meet, I don't know where we're going to go. So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, well, I'm just looking for a good time because that may or may not turn you off. But I ain't gonna lie to you. So if you ask me in the beginning, I'm only gonna give you what you ask. I'm not gonna give you, and that's another problem that I have with in new relationships. We talk too damn much, and sometimes you can talk yourself into something that you don't want to be in, or you could talk yourself out of something that you want to be in.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think when it comes down to talking, in the beginning of a relationship, when people start giving examples of marriage, don't use me in your example if we just met, because now I'm looking at you like, well, what you doing? Because I've had situations where people have given examples, like you'll meet a woman and she be like, so if we have children, what do you mean if we have children? Let's not even get that serious right now because this is the second or third week I've known you. Let's go ahead and keep it to second and third week type stuff. And I think we'll force a relationship because we'll speak that shit into existence, and they're not understanding that, words are very doggone powerful. Uh-oh. Words are very doggone powerful. I'm sorry. But words are very, very powerful.
They are.
Right. So let me
And
just
you
say
can
this.
speak things into it.
Yes, we
You can. Let me just say this. So I'll use myself as example. I'll use myself as an example. Is that I know different females, and you're right. You let it be known I'm not ready for this, and not this, that, and the other. But I'm gonna take this a little deeper because I had a conversation a couple of weeks about this. It's also for me. I can't speak for everybody. It's the physical, but there's the energy. A lot of times we look at the physical or the emotion, but there's energy. And I've been around different young ladies, attractive, beautiful, this, that, and other, got things working for them. And I'm cool and I enjoy them. But it's crazy that you run into somebody that you least expected, not on that age, that vibe where you think you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden the energy touches you. And when I'm saying, if people understand what I'm saying, the energy is like, whoa, this is really hitting, coming back. And then not only their energy, their actions matches their energy, and it's so mature, as some people say. It's so on that level. He was like, wow, how am I touched by this? You understand what I'm saying? I'm just no physical or nothing, but this person gives you something that you least expected, and then you expect it to come from more on your peer level, and it's not. That's interesting. Again, that doesn't happen much to me, but I'm just saying it's the energy. You smiling, but I'm talking about energy when you, again, it's not about love. I'm not talking about that emotional part. But when you get that energy, a lot of people realize you come in contact with people that the energy is compatible with you.
Hmm.
And you don't sometimes you don't. Because you see somebody good looking, because you make a baby with them, don't mean that you're compatible. And I brought that up here. Because you marry them don't mean you're compatible. But when you run into that person, that energy whew, it's interesting.
I just want to say this before Veronica say something now.
Oh God.
You in the South, all right? It's a lot of shit down here that you may not understand,
Yeah, that's why my cousin stay in my ear.
all right? But what I'm saying by that is be careful with that energy shit.
Yes, sir. I got you.
That's all I'm going to say.
I understand.
Be careful.
Right. So
I do want to say this. I've been meaning to read this. Carl, is it Carl? I don't have my
Mr.
glasses.
Goodson.
Mr.
Carl.
Goodson. Love changes you Love changes as you age. Making love is important, but maybe not as frequent. But the clarity of why you fell in love matters so much more.
that's a
Exactly.
Good point.
Yes, Mr. Goodson. And him and his wife been together for a very, very long time. Mr. Goodson was on the show.
Oh
I don't
yeah,
know if
with
you
Mr.
guys
Sammy,
remember-
right?
Yeah, with Mr. Sammy. I
Lois,
want to get good. I was going to read what Tyrone made a great point. He said, but you must be careful. You must be careful. If you smashing, that's a mixed signal automatically.
Facts.
Yes.
right, which I brought that up. There was none of that, you know. Lois Parker writes, some people are so stuck in what they think a relationship should be, for example, trying to model their parents' relationship, but they have to realize that other persons has their perspective too. And that's an excellent point. But a lot of us don't have ideas but what we have seen in the past. That's what we model sometimes what we think, especially if we come out and see our parents and aunts and uncles and loved ones have successful relationships, we tend to model that there because that's what you want. Even if you see a bad relationship, you model and say, I don't want to walk in that light. So that's sometimes we don't fall far from the tree of what we've seen at the end of the day.
Right. That's why. That's why it's kind of hard for me to agree with you guys when y'all say, you going into something expecting the worst. Like you're not going in expecting for a long-term relationship. And I say that, I guess, because I've always been surrounded around, my parents, they've been together for over 55 years now, I think. So, I mean, being around that, I'm going in whatever situation I'm in, and I'm hoping, that something long term can go from out of that because I've been raised in that environment. I've been raised, with my parents, like I said, have been together for a very long time. And, other people that I know that have been together for a very long time, high school sweethearts and all that stuff. So, that's what I strive for.
So I don't ever want to be that much in love that you can do something so detrimental that I'm going to keep up, think about the past that's going to make us move forward. There's certain things that is just not going to rock with me. Like, I don't give a damn. We've been together 20 years. I say that. I ain't been with nobody 20 years. But if we've been together for a minute and you punch me in my face, we done. Now, see, you're going to say, well, no, but this is what I'm saying. I don't want to be that in love that I lose my sense of who I am. So when I'm saying I'm going into it, I'm not thinking long term. When I first meet somebody, I'm not thinking of how we going to be when we live together. That comes further down the road. If we've been together and we make it a year, then yes, I'm going to start envisioning different things. But there's certain things that I'm looking at when we first meet that I might be like, I don't think this is not my forever person. Now, I'm not going to cheat on this person, but I'm going to start looking for an exit plan as soon as I see something that may or may not be quite to my fitting. Because I always feel like, we all are only one step or one mistake away from a felony. We're one mistake away from a breakup, and we're one mistake away from dying. So I feel like, going into a relationship, I'm not looking for that step, but I'm just sitting here looking at it like, I'm watching everything she's doing in the first, I say, year or so.
So you really feel
So I was just going to say that depending on where you at in life, and I hear what you're saying, and I can't disagree with you. For me, I hate to use myself, but for me, there's the protocols and the list of things that I had 20 years ago is not there. So I don't expect the disrespect. I don't expect where you going, what you're doing, because I'm past those stages in life. You understand? At the stage I'm at is that if we're doing this, we're doing this, respecting one another. What are we doing? Let's be adults about this and let's do this. We don't need to nag with each other. We don't need to bitch and moan. We don't need to argue a lot. We may disagree on something, but that's cool. But we don't have to get to the point of being disrespectful where it gets to that point, because that now in my life, don't need it, not going to tolerate that now.
Yeah, I feel like the older you get, the wiser you should get. And I don't want to be in even in my 40s right now, I don't want to have to deal with stuff like that. I don't want to have to deal with, who you on the phone with, what time you coming home, or where you been, or trying to check phones and all that crap. I'm not trying to go through that again. Not at this age. 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, like we should be on chill mood.
That's right.
Like you shouldn't be worrying about any of that crap, but living your best life. That's how I feel.
That's it.
Why are you looking like that, Victor? You don't feel like that?
Me personally, you know what I'm saying? I like a little bit of that toxic shit, boy. I like that shit. Not to the point of who you're on the phone with, but, hey, you need to come home. All right.
I mean,
it's you like that shit too.
yeah,
now.
but not to
All
the
right,
point. Not to the point where I'm calling. Where you at?
Yeah, that's
no.
But see, if this is the thing, if you're calling saying where you at, then there was a breakdown between me and you, because you shouldn't have to do that.
Right.
Now, if you want me to come through and tighten you up, hey man, where you at? It's how you say it. But I like that little bit of toxic shit. Now I like that. That you know what I'm saying? You pull up, Vicky and they. Oh, now I'm wet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
the
that
thing
is my
is,
dream.
You like that. You like that now because you're at your early 40s.
I'm 43.
Like you're not gonna go for that crap when
Shit.
you in your 50s and 60s.
But
and
I don't move like. But see, that's the
70s.
thing though. So as a man who does not move like that, then I don't like Fatim said. Fatim plays cards. He loses track of time. He does these type of things. So I'm saying women gonna have to understand that.
Yeah.
He ain't doing nothing. Disrespectful. He's just playing cards. I don't do things like that. So I wouldn't come within there probably wouldn't be a situation where I'm out like that, where I'm having a good time like that and I lose track of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my thing is like this. See, when I moved like that, back in the day, Hanifa didn't really check on me, but she would check on me. And what I mean is that
My baby.
there's a different type of checking on you. There's a concern
Yes.
check versus where you at check. You understand what I'm saying? What that Negro doing? He with some woman. No, I would go out and I'd say, yo, sometime I would be out with her brother and we'd be over in Brooklyn and I'm living in Queens. And sometimes she 5 o'clock, she'll be like, I ain't here. I'm just checking, make sure you're all cool. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. If I know I'm moving, I got a game, and after the game, I'm hanging out, and it's get 9, and she done cooked, and this, that, and the other, and she gave me a call and just making sure you cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
that
yeah.
because I love that concern because
Yeah.
I did the same thing. It's not where you at, but are you okay?
Yeah.
And that kind of love and that kind of concern, I love
Yeah.
that. That's why I'm saying, for me, I can't compare the next female that I make a commitment to, but there's going to be some kind of comparisons, not
Yeah.
compatibility, comparisons, because I can't move in a worse way than I moved with Hanifa, where she was not to the point where she was overbearing, she was jealous, she was envious. She didn't let no woman disrespect her, but she just was not that jealous type woman. And you see what I put online. You see that follow me, the type of women I run into in the field that I am in. But I've always given her that type of respect from that perspective. And a lot of people that I meet, a lot of artists, they tend to, uh, when they meet her, they be like, "Oh, I heard about you," because I've always never eliminated her because she was part of who I was. So,
Right.
who I
And
was.
I get it. Like, yes, we all want someone to act like they care. Like, we don't want okay, I don't. Let me see. Let me say I wouldn't want someone that's not like acting like he don't care. I want someone to say, like hey, I'm just calling. I'm just checking to make sure you're okay. Like, what time you gonna be home, or just something like that. Like, at least show that you care. I'm not saying, that, like you say, it all depends on how you're saying it.
And who you are.
Right.
If you're a jealous, envious type of person, then you already know that this is a check-in call, a checkup call versus just a concern call. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah.
And what's the EG writes? Okay.
Oh, man, you can't be calling my old lady like that.
Oh, Lord. So you didn't read the comment then, bro.
What?
Read the comment then. Read the comment then, brother.
That's my baby.
Hey, EG.
So read the
That's
comment
my.
so I can respond to
I'm
it.
sorry. Go ahead. That's my baby. They.
Okay, so
My
EG
baby.
says, okay,
Oh,
but
Lord.
what if a woman loses track of time while she's out playing cards? Is that cool? Yeah, it's cool.
Hey, boo.
It depend on that's Victor. EG, it depends. Like I said early on, it's your relationship. It's the type of relationship. It's a concern. So is it cool? It's kind of it's cool because it's the respect and the love that you have for one another. And if she loses time, most of the times, if you lose time, if I lose track of something, I'm gonna always give that courtesy call.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
always was conscious. My late wife always said, "Don't let the sun beat you home unless you call." And I remember one time I was giving somebody a ride home, so I called. I was like, "Yo, it's 5:30. I want to give somebody a ride." So and so. She was like, "Cool. You gave me that respect. You called me. You told me." That's the boundaries. That's the respect that we have. So if I'm not in a toxic relationship, Sister EG. Yeah. So if my woman loses track of time, hopefully she would give me a call. But if I call her, it's not antagonistic. It's to make sure that she's okay because she could have been on her way home and something happened. So yeah, it is cool when you in a loving type of respectful kind of relationship.
So in my years, no, and I'm not. It's no shot to you.
Oh, you
But nobody loses track of time. It just don't happen. At some point in time, between 12 and 4, you looked at the damn clock. At some point in time, there's something had to happen unless you got your eyes closed. So if my woman is out playing cards, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to have a damn attitude. For the most part, I'm glad you walked in the door and, to start with. Second of all, I'm gonna have my ass on my shoulders for a while, especially depending on what time you walk through that door. I mean, I ain't with the damn tit for tat type shit when it go back to, okay, you stayed out to 2, I'm gonna stay out to 3 because I really don't know what to do at 3 o'clock in the morning outside of home if I got somebody at home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I really don't know what to do at that time. But, we all be having fun. So don't tell me you lost track of time. Just say, I'm having a good time. I don't feel like coming home right now. I can respect that versus, my old lady saying, Vic, I had, 13 books and we was running the spades table. Shit, babe, stay on the table then. I'm with you on that. Or I'm playing dominoes and I was on her. But she started saying she was shooting dice and some type of shit. Oh, we got to fight because I already know she was.
And a lot of people can't do, and I give this example that, it just was different. A lot of people can't move like I did. And not to say, everything was perfect, but I remember I was in a party in the Bronx, and remember in New York, things in early. I walked in the house, it was 4:30. 4:30. That's not late. So when I walked in,
That's not late?
Not late in New York because the party ended at 4. I got home at 4:30. Now, when I walked in, Hanifa, she just doesn't sleep. She's a night hawk back then. So she was like, when I walked in, I had a great time. And I said, you know what? She said, I thought you was going to the party in Brooklyn. I said, yeah, but look what time I'm walking in. She said, well, what you going to do? And I'm soaking wet, because we had a good time. And I said, I sat there and I talked. She said, well, it's up to you if you want to go. You know, she wasn't going because the girls was there, but she already knew that I already told her it was 2 parties I was trying to get to. But once I came in at 4, I was like, you know what? I had a good time. I don't need to go to Brooklyn now. I don't need to spread myself thin. Let me come home because I'm cool. But that's the kind of woman she was. She was like, well, it's up to you if you want to go. I didn't go but for her saying that, I just love that. But I said, you know what? This is good enough for me. I don't need to push it. The other person's going to have to understand I couldn't make their party, and that was it. You understand? Everybody can't do that.
You're right.
I'll tell you this. I know you about to say so. You brought me down memory lane. Any woman that I've ever been with, if she go out with her friends drinking, I'm sitting on the couch in my good drawers waiting for you to come home because I already know you going to slut me out. When y'all women get to drinking, y'all turn into the super freaks, Rick James freaks, all. Woo! I'm just saying, when a woman goes to endless mimosa night, you know how you get when you've been drinking that special wine and all that other shit. Because I'm going to tell you something. Since I've been drinking wine, I feel different.
Do you?
I feel different. I've been wanting the color and shit now. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching. I started over watching The Young and the Restless. This shit making sense to me now. I don't know. Drinking wine and watching series, binge watching series just makes sense and shit now. You know what I'm saying? So I understand why y'all do this shit.
Wait. I gotta read John. So John, remember, John, you down here in the South, bro. So John said, shit, I'ma be real. Ain't no way on Jesus' earth no woman of mine bringing her black ass way I pay bills at no damn 3 to 4, whatever in the morning. She better take all her SHIT. So my thing is, again, that's here. Your stuff close at 2. Down in New York, things close at 5, bro.
Wait. The mainstream stuff close at 2.
Okay.
Let me say that.
Okay. So good. The underground stuff keep on rolling.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? But you know, if you trust your woman and she's hanging out, you know, and she's with her girls, and and you all got a healthy relationship, and she don't do this all the time. She come in at 3 or 4, John. I mean, that's your rules. I guess that's how you live your life. And again, that's what you expect in the woman that you make that commitment to. And I can't knock that. But there are some people that don't go out a lot, but they are respectful, they're loving, and they just having a good time, and they enjoying it.
So, bro, it's not the fact of her being out at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. It's the other fools that's out there. Because at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, everybody in where I'm thinking, if my woman's out at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, there's a lot of drunk drivers on the road. And I'm not saying she's one of them, but there's a lot of drunk drivers out on the road, and there's a lot of stalkers, and there's a lot of predators that's out on the road, and there's a lot of people that's so inebriated that they'll make the wrong decision, and she could be put in a situation that I just don't want her in. 12, 1-ish, somewhere up in there, you know, people, the civilized people that really don't do things like that, they start making it home. You know what I'm saying? 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you starting to deal with the wild animals. You know what I'm saying? So the longer you stay out, the more chances of something that's going to happen.
And that's a good point. And I can't sit there and knock that. There's another thing that I used to do.
Look at my baby.
This is another thing that I used to do, that I would be what is called the designated driver. So I would be the designated driver and it's not because I'm trying to keep check on them. It's because they want to go out and drink, and nobody, you understand what I'm saying? So they want to have a good time. I'm not a drinker. So the first thing I do is I put on shorts. So I can't get into place. I can't. So go out, have your fun. I'm making sure I drop everybody home. Ain't nobody got to worry about, you understand? So that's what I'm saying. A working relationship, you can make things work, and people can have a good time, and it could be respectful and could be loving, and that's all to it, man.
So go ahead.
No, I was going to say, this don't happen often, but I have to agree with John. I mean, he said, and I get it, maybe a bridal shower.
A bridal shower? You about to get married and you out here hoeing around?
I'm just trying to make one excuse. But John says ain't nothing that important to stay out all night. No matter if she never go out, got to have respect in the home.
I mean, you're right. And my new friend.
I disagree, John. Sorry, bro.
My new friend says ladies defined by what you and your mate decide. And that's I
Yeah.
get it. I can't, because to me,
That
on a
is
weekday, late is 9 o'clock for me. Now, she can stay out there as long as she want to, but my door's locked at 9. Now, if you got a key, you got a key. If you don't, it is what it is. But 9 o'clock, my door's locked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but
like
that
Lois
is
Parker
true.
said, is your partner or your is basically said, is she your partner or your child? And that's another thing. People are grown, so there's respect in a relationship.
Thank you.
There's respect in a
Yes,
relationship, but
absolutely.
again, you tell it. Veronica and so and so, y'all are doing something, and honestly, it started at 10. And then I expected her to walk in at 2, but I know y'all are together and we communicated. Nah, if she walks in at 4, she walks in at 4. She had a good time. I just don't see at the end of the day, again, it depends on how you run your relationship. But again, you can't treat your woman like your child. And women, you can't treat your man like a child. Because you ain't treating me like no child, because I ain't going to behave like a child. And I'm going to give my woman that respect, because she done did her child days with her parents.
Yeah, but I don't think is now some will treat you like a child. Some will try to tell you what to do, when to do it, how you're gonna do it, what time you need to be at home, blase, blase. But I'm talking about if you have a solid relationship, I'm not talking about you with someone that's controlling. I'm talking about if you have a solid relationship. I feel like you should not be disrespecting the home by coming in at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. That's just me.
I
And
wanna,
that doesn't have anything to do with that person treating you like a child. It's all comes
But
down to respect.
But if you at your cousin's house and they having a good time playing music,
Making
somebody
excuses.
came from
Right.
somebody. No, I'm not making excuses. I'm giving you an example. And somebody came from out of town, because I watch my mother
Dude,
and my
you
aunt.
making excuses.
No, I'm not. Okay, I watch my mother and my aunt and my uncle, my father, when they came down south from New York. I had to stay with my grandmother and my aunts that didn't go out. My mother and father came in at 4:30, whatever.
Who came in at 4:30?
My mother and the father,
And your father.
Yeah, but sometimes they hung out. Let's put it this way: when my aunts and the cousins, they hung out, and the husbands was home, and they walked in at 4, it was not a big thing, because look, when you around your family and you doing these things, and you don't do it all the time, who are you? My aunt ain't going. Her husband is not going to sit there and say, "Well, you better be in at
Well,
2,"
that's-
because she's not going to do that.
That's them. But see, bro, that's them. So basically, what we're saying is, what works in one home
Yes.
Right.
might not work in
And I
another
agree with
home.
that.
Exactly.
I agree.
So, what Lois? I think Lois Parker says, "Are you dating your partner or your child?" Let me put this comment.
Yeah,
in
I read that
context.
already. I read that
So
one.
this is my thing, Ms. Lois. My child ain't got it. My child doesn't have options. My woman do. She's got options. She don't have to come home when she want to. I just may not be there, or the locks may be changed, or there's going to be some kind of repercussion. But my child doesn't have a choice on when they come home, because that's my child. Now, I think when we come down to a relationship, some women don't like suggestions. They don't. They are so stuck in ain't nobody going, and I'm not speaking to her, but they so stuck in ain't nobody going to control me. You don't even have no control over yourself. So you can't even, I ain't coming home at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, you ain't got to. You can go wherever you want to at 2, but you just won't be coming here after 2. And that's just what comes with that. And I think sometimes we so be ready to buck each other that we're not listening to what we're saying. If you want to stay out to 5 o'clock in the morning, I may not be the man for her. That's just it. And there's nothing wrong with that.
But what happened? What we're saying, Victor, is it's not an all-time thing. It may be a special occasion.
It won't happen. It won't. Bruh, I have never been with a woman who wanted to do that. I'll tell you something right now. At 1 o'clock in the morning, if my aunt walking in the door and she just come in from town, I'm going to see you tomorrow. But I'm going home because you don't live with me. I'm trying to build something with this woman over here. And if she's sitting here saying, Vic, this is a non-negotiable for us to stay together, if I truly love and respect her, Auntie, I see you tomorrow because you can't do what she do. That's just me.
That is true.
And that's why Mr. Sammy says for teen, the North and the South vibes differ. 4 o'clock down south don't don't cut it. And see, that's what I've said. I things for me jive different than down here. It just jives different down here.
I mean,
That's it.
and I feel like north, south, east, west, it still boils down to respect.
Oh yeah.
Respecting your home. And as I think mommy said something about trust, trust plays a big part in the situation. Yes, it does. But at the same time, I feel like respect plays a bigger part in it. Not just trust. Yeah, I may trust you, but at the same time, can you still have respect for the house and not come in at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning? I trust
In your
you.
house. In your house.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, can you still have that respect and not come home that time of morning? And you brought up family. Yeah, when we get together with family, time flies and we're having fun.
That's a
And
fact. That's a fact.
we're doing all this stuff together. And we may lose track of time. But at the same time, we still have to respect our home.
But you know what family will do? Family, if your family care about you, girl, you see it's getting late now. Now, I'm gonna only give you that one time. Veronica, it's 12 o'clock now. Oh, he fine. Chill. He not then he fine. I can only respect your home as much as you respect your home. I can't sit here and say, now you need to get home and be with. Nah, once I say Veronica's getting late, well, Vic, I'm having fun. Count me down 20 minutes. I got you. Vic, I need to be home by certain. I got you.
Yeah.
But other than that, if you sitting here, because I like you said, I get it. But you still in the back of your mind know it's late. You need.
I just know that I've been down here, and most of the times when I came to visit, I know Hanifa don't get a chance, when she was alive, she didn't get a chance to see her moms and her sister, and sometimes the sisters, they want to go to the cousins. And so and I stayed, at the hotel. So sometimes the sister said, well, I'm going to bring her back, I ain't put no time. I mean, she ain't come back at 2. Sometimes she did come at 3:30 or 4. She didn't do this that much, and she's out here with her sister. She don't get a chance to see her sister and her moms and family. I just was not gonna poke my mouth out because they having fun. Because when she come back in, she's usually Victor and Veronica. She's usually in a good mood because she spent time, she enjoyed herself, and most times she know I was by myself. She gonna come back in a happy mood. But I'm not gonna be the one to say, well, it's 4 o'clock. You could see your aunt tomorrow. Nah, she don't get a chance to do that much, and that's not something that she do often. I'm not gonna sit down and try to run some daddy thing on her because it's a respect thing. I just wasn't gonna do that because she gave me that leeway and gave me that respect. I'm going to give her the same type of respect. If she can trust me, then I can trust her. And that's how I roll.
What's the daddy leeway? What's that?
The daddy leeway, like she come in and where you been? It's 4 o'clock. Why you in 4 o'clock? You know what time it was? What kind of crazy?
So that's only daddies do that? That daddies?
It's a persona of why am I asking her that? And that's for me, for someone who don't do this, who's a good woman, and she's doing something totally different. She's spending time where she sees her sister and moms and family maybe once a year out of the whole year, and I'm putting a time check on her? No.
I mean, but that works for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So where it is see, in my opinion, we human. 4 o'clock on 4 o'clock on April the 1st turns into 5 o'clock June 3rd, turns into 6 o'clock August the 21st. By New Year's, I don't see you until the 2nd of January. I'm going to cut this shit off before it gets too long. It's before I let you stress me out, I'm going to leave. So we all have to realize we are all doggone grown, and there ain't nothing out there that made you stay out late. You stayed out late because you wanted to, and that's fine. But if you have a partner that feels opposite of you when it comes to this staying out late stuff, then y'all shouldn't be together. Now, if we out together and it's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, you probably gonna have to carry me in the house because I'm asleep. But if we're having a good time, and I get it, but there ain't a doggone thing that you and your sisters and all this stuff at 4 o'clock in the morning, what are y'all talking about? I don't want to know, but to me, it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, but well, I mean, we can talk now.
Yeah,
We
on the phone
we get.
and
So
text.
I'm just saying, like when we get together, I know, like when me and my friends get together, like time flies.
Yeah.
Family too. Like even if we get together and we just sitting around talking, like time flies by. So we all know that, but we have to be mindful of the time.
We are and I don't want to keep throwing this stuff, but we're at a day and age that a lot of us can't go an hour without some form of notification. One of us is going to get a notification within an hour. So we're going, no matter if it's news, text, whatever, you're going to look at your phone at least one time within an hour. We all got watches on. We're going to look at our watch. It's just a natural habit every time to do that. So for a time to get away from us, that's not really it. We're having such a good time that time doesn't matter anymore.
But and Victor, not to take again, I can't take away from that. For me, I enjoy going home. I enjoy going home to my
yeah.
family. So when I was out, if I'm having a good time and it gets to 2 o'clock and I'm not ready to leave, I just go give a call, just to make sure, hey, I'm just checking in. We having a good time. And she would just say, man, just so and so, you good? I'm good. Everybody good here, so and so. But I give that respect to her too. I check in. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to do that, but I did that with my mom. See, this is the thing. When I was single, I did this with my moms who lived on the next block. When I was going out, I check on her, make sure she was good, because I always want to have a good conscience. I want to make sure my mom's good. But when I came in, I want to just let her know, even though I'm grown, I just want to give her a sense of soothing behavior, not behavior, but a sense of calm that I made it in. So I checked in where I didn't have to check in. So when I got into a relationship, I kept that.
Yeah.
I kept that. I kept that there. So I always gave that respect. But when you got a woman that treats you like a man and you don't have to be treated like a kid because you carry yourself as a responsible adult and vice versa, you don't have all these damn ground rules because you tend to respect each other and you don't do these things on a norm. But if you don't do it on a norm, and if it does come up, why does it have to hit DEFCON 10 if it doesn't happen much and they just enjoying themselves? And if they do come in at 4 o'clock and that don't happen but once a year and you hit the ceiling, I think that's crazy. That's my opinion.
So-
that's just my opinion.
So Fatim took a fucking shot just now.
To who?
You took a shot at everybody who disagreed with you.
Oh, well, then
You
I took a
said-
shot.
and-
Damn
and-
right, then I did.
So
You
the
know,
way
I ain't scared.
the way I can
ain't scared.
combat that is, it's a level of respect when it comes to everybody's home. It's not the fact of being treated like a child, but that's your opinion. If you can do any nilly and willy thing, then there ain't no point of being in a relationship if you can just do anything you want to do with no repercussions. Now, in order for there to be, there's always checks and balances. So in order for me to respect you, I got to understand that you're not going to disrespect me. So if we have ground rules laid out, why would I even try to challenge that if you're telling me this is what I expect of you and this is what I want, this is what I'm going to give you if you respect me? Because I do know this. When I was falling in line and doing every nilly-willy thing she wanted me to do, she did every damn thing I wanted her to do. So if coming home at a reasonable time in her eyes is going to keep the peace and I keep getting what I want without asking more than once, I am going to do that. I'm not proving a point to my homeboys out there in the street by staying out late if she's shitting at home. Like, why do I care what y'all think? I don't give a damn if I got 13 books in my hand and I look at the clock, if it's 12:45, I'm gone. Because she said I need to be home by 1. I don't care what y'all think because y'all ain't paying these bills and y'all ain't making me.
So you're not wrong about that, Victor. You're not wrong about that. But this is where I said in the past, and I have to be consistent about this. This is what I'm saying. So I'm not disagreeing with you on what you say that worked for you with that tit for tat. I have a problem for tit for tat. And the reason why I have a problem for tit for tat, because we are adults and we should be responsible and we should know one another, especially being in a committed relationship for a certain amount of years. So I'm not going to do things tit for tat. I'm going to do the right thing. Because soon as you do something tit for tat and they do something and it's not tit for tat, now you looking and saying, oh, why are you doing that? You're questioning why they do that. Mm-hmm. You try to do the right thing. So if something comes out that's out of the ordinary that you may expect and they tend to do, but they say, you know what? Let me give Victor a call. Let me call Victor. Hey, Vic, so-and-so, so-and-so, but this is what's happening. That's giving you respect because they don't do that out the norm. I just think that in a relationship, a healthy relationship, doing things tit for tat out of respect, I got it. I just don't like that tit for tat because I'm doing this and I expect you to do it. No, I expect us to have respect for one another, communicate with one another, and carry ourselves as responsible adults. But there's going to be some things that may bend or blur those lines, but not blur the lines out of disrespect. It's just that some things may come up and you just handle them like adults. That's all I'm saying.
With that, you're saying that we adults.
We got an email letter.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yes,
and we gon'
good though.
We gonna do tit for tat. I'm just saying. Right. I'm gonna do tit for tat.
Right. I got you.
It's just who I am.
I got you. That's right.
But I really feel like, and I was gonna put John comment till I read the whole thing. But he's right. If I got to call you or you got to call me to check in, you already know I feel some type of way. So if you got to call to check in, bring your, I can't say BA home because I might be with a Japanese woman. Bring your feminine butt home. Lay in this bed and put your leg on me because I can't go to sleep yet. And I need for you to do that. What my baby say?
Oh,
it is tit for tat. That's clear indication that the relationship is not healthy. Man, you know what, man? Man, we done broke up now.
I see what I'm saying.
I
told you.
I have to agree with that.
I told you that.
Two wrongs do not make a right.
Exactly.
But three lefts make a right-hand turn, though.
Yeah. And then Lois Parker says respect has to be quantified. Respect for the one does not equal respect for the other. If curfew is important to you, then it's something that needs to be discussed because y'all are adults.
Facts. That's what we said. Let me tell you what tit for tat is. Babe, I need some tires, babe. I ain't got the money right now. Why don't you come around here and lay down? Oh, get your broke ass away from me. Lay next to me. Don't tell me that ain't tit. That's tit for tat. Oh, you watch the new season of whatever this is before you watch with me. I'm mad with you now. Or she burned the rice. You know what I'm saying?
Not
and
the
you
rice.
just like I'm telling you, like there's always gonna be tit for tat. It's little shit like that just keeps. That we do.
But what I'm saying for tit for tat in a sense of respect, meaning that I'm coming home, I'm doing this, I'm doing that because I expect her to do the same thing. Okay. That's what I mean, tit for tat. And then when she gets out of character or you get out of character, now one of y'all are coming at each other's neck, not physically, but coming at you because I do this, and if I don't do that, then I don't expect you to don't do that. And that's not a healthy relationship. And E.G., I agree with you. It's just not a healthy relationship. It may work for you, and if it works for you, then it is a healthy relationship because y'all both agree to that, and it's not to the point that somebody is controlling one another. It's that y'all both agree to that. So then if it's that way, then that works for you, and it can be a healthy because you're prospering and you're progressing.
I just don't want nobody to try to control me with their presence. You know what I'm saying? Some people try to do that. I tried to do that one time. Control somebody. I'm going to just come home late and piss them off. And I came home, the motherfucker wasn't Nate.
Right.
I was like, oh, shit. I must have got home first. That mother made me think. I was like, what? How do you feel about girls weekend away? We
had that conversation.
Yeah, we done had that.
You all do not want you don't.
Hell no. What weekend? Where we going? Where we going?
Yeah, we can have a girls trip.
No. Ain't no damn girls trip. You mean I'm part of the girls?
No, you're not.
Because I'm starting to get long hair now. But you talking about, hell no. What you need a trip for? trip your ass back in his house. You can have a girl's date trip.
Now that I have a problem. Now see, that is when, and not saying that what's the word? Not saying that trust wasn't in it before. Not saying that, because you should trust whoever you with. I mean, you should. But when it comes to girls trips and all, your men trip, I feel like your partner, if that's a problem if they don't trust you to go.
I
on a
agree with that. I
girls'
totally
trip
agree
or-
because because Hanifa grew up with sickle cell, and one of her girlfriends, they both are deceased now, but Pam moved to North Carolina, and Pam was like, "I'm lonely down here. I'm with my mom's, my sister, but I would like for Hanifa to come down." Hanifa set up some time, and she went down there for almost a week.
That ain't a
And-
girl's trip, bro. That ain't a girl's trip.
Well, you talking about going to Jamaica or
You
something?
talking
like that.
about
Going to
girls
Jamaica.
trip? This one here going to Cancun, got a little cheeks out, got her feet out, got the hair. Oh, I'm gonna get my hair braided before I go. Shout! I'm gonna braid. Shh.
I you know what?
Braid what?
I
Braid that
just
ass.
just looking back at it, I hear what you're saying, but I've seen some of my cousins' friends do the girls trip yearly, and it works, and a lot of them are in relationships, and I've been there where the girl. Well, when I say I've been there, on the opposite side, seeing that how these women carry themselves in a respectable way. If you got somebody that you can trust and they want to get away, that's fine, man.
Listen, I feel like every relationship. Y'all gonna get on me for saying this, but I just feel like every relationship needs a little breathing room. Like, go hang out with your male friends. Let me hang out with my female friends a little bit. I'm not saying that we have to be gone a whole week, or I'm talking about even if me and my girls want to go out to eat a night. Like, can we have some breathing room? I feel like when you don't give each other breathing room, that's when you're gonna get tired of one another. Like, let us breathe a little. I think it was Mike, Mike Mills. I think we had a conversation. No, not during the show, but I think Mike be sending me clips, and stuff. And I think it was something. And if Mike is on here, he can help me out with this. But it was saying something about majority of the time when females are out with their girlfriends, on girl trips, they are cheating. And I have to disagree with that. Everyone is not a cheater.
Shit.
Everyone does not cheat. And for the ones that does cheat, I mean, they make it bad for the ones that do not cheat. But it was like a very high percentage
Yes.
of when females go on girls' trip that the female is actually cheating on her boyfriend
Facts.
or her husband. I can't agree with that because it was the percentage was so high. I think it was like 90% or something.
But I saw that clip too. First of all, you not gonna give away what y'all really do on the girls' trip on the Tangy T. So I'ma just say cap on that, and I ain't even got a cap. So I really feel like females go all the way to Jamaica to live their best whole life because they outside of the ramifications of the time zone. You can't cheat outside your time
Why
zone.
we just can't go to have a good time?
What you need to go to Jamaica for?
Veronica,
Because
There's Jamaica restaurants around here.
Veronica.
nah.
Bottom line is, there's some women that go and don't cheat, and there's some women that do go and do cheat.
Right.
So let's when we have this conversation, we can't broad brush it. It goes both ways. I done
definitely
cheated.
goes
I
both
done
ways.
dealt with women that were married. It happens, and vice versa. So it happens, and then there's people who go away that legitimately just going away, and they're not looking to do any of that. But I want to bring Victor into the conversation. Is a lot again. We can't put boundaries that married women won't step out. But to me, if our wives have more married friends, I think we may feel more comfortable if everybody tend to be in a healthy and a loving relationship. We tend to be cool. A lot of us men that got married, that have wives, that a lot of their wives' girlfriends are single. That creates a problem for us.
So first of all, I got two things. I know you say you got a letter.
No, we ain't getting to that
Yeah,
tonight.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
So two things. First of all, if you talking about breathing, let you breathe. you breathe when you in the bathroom by yourself, and then you come back out here and get smothered by your boy. You know what I'm saying? Damn that breathe. I'm 43, so probably the woman I'm with probably in her 40s too. You had 40 years to damn
50s.
breathe. Or 50. You know I like them 50s.
Yeah.
God damn. Shouts out to everybody 50.
Whew.
But you had time to breathe. You with the big dog now. Ain't no more breathing. You know what I'm saying? You got asthma now.
Man, listen.
You got short breath. You know what I'm saying? Second of all, if you want to go on a girl's trip, take my cousin with you. Take my cousin. If you want to, y'all can have a good time.
I don't hang with your cousin like that.
Oh, well, you better
Why
start.
does it have to be someone that you want to keep eyes on me?
It ain't about keeping eyes on you. It's about keeping you honest.
You know,
See, at the end of the day, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, I don't care how much you love somebody. You always know in the back of your mind that there's always somebody be like, well, damn, I know I ain't the best looking dude in the world. But there's always that one motherfucker that your person will take a chance on. Hey, look at you. So you won't.
no, Victor.
See?
When you
I ain't want to call his name out here. The little famous little dark-skinned man with the cute butt come walking in his. Look at you.
What,
Look,
man?
you already about to risk it all right now. You won't even put the camera on you.
What, man, I'm trying to get the 2 comments. I'm not messing with you. So Brittany says, give me time to miss you. I love that. Give me time to miss you. I shouldn't have to be up under you 24/7. Like, let's miss one another for a little moment. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't care if it's going out to eat for 2 or 3 hours with my friends. Can we miss each other for a moment?
You miss me because I went 43 years without you. That's a long time that we ain't been together.
You know what? Now you on some Juliet and Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I can pull it out when I want
You know
to
what?
now.
Don't even go there. And E.G. says, listen, I work with a couple in the same, what is that, OFC, that drove to work together. They were together 90%. Dude still cheated on her. More of the story, short leashes still won't stop a cheater. And that is facts.
So let me just say this here. So I was not going to say the same thing, but I was going to say we are in a very, and the reason why it made me think about this is because my boy Gary Madison just logged on from Brooklyn. And, you know, sometimes I'll put these videos up there. I'll share these women and they scandalous, you know, with the clothing. And we're in a over-sexualized society now. We're in an over-sexualized society, number one. We're in a society where, but like I've said, more people are breaking up than getting married. You see more single people today. So we tend to look through those lenses and judge people, I hate to say it, with more of a broad brush. So where we feel that there's more opportunity to cheat because that's the kind of society. That don't mean that people are not cheating and they have morals. But when you look at the standards of how people are living their life, we tend to judge people of what we see on a daily basis out there. So that's where trust and respect sometimes, even though you trust and respect the person, you cannot say that thought doesn't go in the back of your head because just like E.G. said, 90% of the time and the person still cheated, we see people that say they marry and they love one another and they still go out there and cheat. That's another conversation.
That's
E.G.
one instance now.
That's just one instance. But that's another conversation, E.G., because the question is, why do people cheat? And that's another conversation where we don't have enough time. But I'd love for you to be here to have that conversation because we need to be honest about why people cheat.
I think like there's not one solid answer for that question.
There's not one solid answer, but there's answers why people cheat, and a lot of times we're delusional on that.
That's facts.
That's the problem.
That's facts. And I want to further expand on what you're saying. Whatever the person's reason is, I think sometimes people say, well, that's not a good reason to cheat. That's not true. That was their reason. There's a lot of reasons why people cheat. You know, she had a nice dress on that day. You know what I'm saying? I liked her perfume that day. You know, there's so many things that to the other person, it's like, well, that's not a good reason. It's like, well, yes, it was. You know what I'm saying? If I come, like John said, it's a damn shame a man got to work 12 hours to come home to a flat ass. You know what I'm saying? Your butt was extra flat that day. I had to go out and find me something.
That That is some BS. You
See what I mean?
you knew my butt was flat when you got with me.
But what I'm saying,
I'm just saying.
you might say your Tootsie Roll wasn't Tootsie Rolling at the time. You know what I'm saying? You had to go out there and get you a Hershey bar. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's always reasons why people cheat,
But
it's never good to the other person on the reason why.
But you know the main reason?
Why?
And 2 people said it in this comment.
What's that? Because they want to.
Brittany said it and Mr. Sammy. People cheat because they want to.
That's facts.
And that is the bottom line.
That's facts. I agree with you.
That's
I
not
give
all.
both
Oh, wait. So yeah, that's true on some circumstances. Not going to say that, but there are circumstances that I give you an example. When you in a relationship and you get complacent and you come home and the wife. I'm just jumping
Get
on the wife.
comfortable.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, she her hair's not right, shirt ain't cool, don't want to give you none. Then when she give you some, it's just you better hurry up. Yo, that's gonna push you out. That's push it. Yeah, that gonna push you out the door.
No, it ain't.
I'm just
I
saying,
ain't got to take my time.
you just want to be like Mister and do your business on her.
And go
That's
on.
what you want to do.
But the
Well, what
bottom
I'm saying
line
is that
you
we
still
can all
chose
push,
to.
and the same way how your women feel, that y'all feel that you're not appreciated, you're taken advantage of, and sometimes our behavior pushes y'all out there.
That's facts.
And it goes both ways. It's not just one sided where us men, because as many men cheat as many women cheat. It's a fact, and there's no ifs, ands, and buts about that.
Cheryl says there's no reason to cheat.
There's always what for team
said that?
I mean, what for team said is facts. People might not accept your answer,
Right.
but it's a fact. Sometimes you come home to a hard day.
Exactly, Brittany.
What she said?
Carl,
The bottom line, you still did it because it
'Cause
was
you wanted
what you
to.
wanted to
So,
do.
Carl, I'm gonna come back at you. You telling me you my wife? That's Carl's a female, I hope.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheryl.
Cheryl, okay. You my wife, and then all of a sudden, every 2 months I get some sex twice a month. Shit, you think I'm gonna play with myself all them other days? That ain't gonna happen.
It depends on
That
how
ain't
good the
happen.
sex is, bro.
Not twice every 2 months. Get out of here.
I don't
That people get divorced because of that. People
mean,
get divorced
I
because
went
of
13 years without having sex.
that. Well,
so
that
I
was because
probably-
you was in the service.
No, I was born and then I lost my virginity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I went over a year without doing it once. I mean, it was a
You
personal
weren't with them
choice.
though.
Tyrone, it's still a choice.
No,
but
no,
it's still a choice. That's correct. But there's certain things that are motivating factors that do push you out. It may not be the right reason, but there are things
No,
that
it's the
do
right
it.
reason because it's your reason.
And at the end of the day, a lot of us men that know that we ain't taking big care of business, and our women step out, we know in the back of our head, we push their asses out. We know that, but we don't want to be honest with it because our ego is bruised.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna hit Veronica with what she just said. You knew I wasn't taking care of business when you met me, so don't try to leave me after this little weenie done wear off, and now all of a sudden you want to go find you, Big Chief toilet paper out there.
But EG, though, let me go back to EG. She said, but if she's pushing you away, then leave. Don't cheat, leave. And that's nice. That's nice on paper. But when you have so much invested, you got children, you got house, you got mortgage, a lot of times a person will just go get a piece and come back home for just to keep the piece. They're not just going to throw everything away and just say, oh, I'm just going to leave because I'm going to go get me a piece of tail. That don't work like that. That's not sometimes
No.
realistic.
I'm gonna tell you, from a former cheater, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never thought about a mortgage. I ain't never thought about my kids. I ain't never thought about getting caught when I was out there doing that dumb
Exactly.
shit. It
Exactly.
never
So we ain't
crossed
about
my mind.
leaving.
That's just like a criminal. Ain't no criminal gonna say, well, when I get caught from doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my time in 11.
But don't y'all think y'all too grown now? Don't you think
I
you
said when I
should-
used to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, where you're at now, hopefully you will think about those things.
No, because if I want to cheat, I'm gonna still do it.
I'm just saying.
I mean, you got to understand, it's a choice to cheat, and it's a choice not to cheat. I'm not cheating. I'm not being monogamous in this relationship because I love you this much. I'm being monogamous in this relationship because I want to be. Both ways. It's a choice.
Yeah. That's exactly
That's true.
Well, Brittany says that's exactly what you did when you cheated, threw it all away for temporary satisfaction. And Tyrone says it's far too easy to blame someone else. Take accountability. Facts.
So let me ask you, women, why do y'all, some of y'all women, why do y'all deal with when you find out your man cheated, you don't throw it all away? Why? Because some of y'all don't. You take your man back. Sometimes some of your men have babies out there on y'all, and y'all still keep them in your life. Why? Why? Because you're not always going to just throw everything away like that. Some of you will. Some of you will be like, that's my line in the sand, and that's cool. I got it. But there's a lot of y'all that don't do that. Matter of fact, a man is quicker to throw a woman or get out of a relationship than a woman will if a man cheated on her. And that's, just look at the statistics out there.
That's because we hope things will work out. We some of us give y'all 100% of us, and we are expecting things to work. I'm just saying, some of us, when we love, we really love hard, and we want things to work out between us and our significant other. So that's why a lot of times we don't leave, because we're hoping that you made this this choice, this bad decision, and hoping that you learned from that, but
So I got to go back at your baby, E.G. She said, that's a coward move to stay because you don't want to lose some shit. It's what is that? It's us. It's valuable. Don't risk it. If it's valuable, don't risk it, period. E.G., I'm just going to tell you straight up as a man. Some men don't look at stepping out and it's cheating, and I'm not trying to justify it. But a lot of men, and I've said this, and I'm going to be consistent with that. Some men just, like I said, like a pickup game by masturbating and sometimes just getting a little tail on the side. Sometimes it don't take away from their love. That's how they tend to do it. Now, you say it's the coward way, fine. It's the coward way. I keep telling y'all, I tell y'all women, and that's why men need to be honest. A lot of men ain't monogamous. We practice it, but we ain't. And y'all want to make us monogamous. Y'all women want to make us men monogamous. We're not. A lot of us men are not monogamous. It is a choice to be monogamous. That's why I say we practice it. But a lot of men desire, just like maybe your women desire, but y'all may be in better control of your nature. But a lot of y'all women want to predict and say how we men should roll, and that's the problem since the beginning of time. We are not like y'all. We are different.
And that's because we don't want all these different dinglings inside of us.
And that's fine. That's your choice.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all are okay with going from this person to that person. Some of y'all are okay with jumping from this person, that person, that person, and that person. Y'all okay with that. Right. But some of us prefer to have one partner and one partner only. There's a lot of diseases out here.
That's fine. We got that.
It ain't that damn many.
There's things out here that you're toting from one person to the next. So why not try
and it ain't stopping people from cheating.
And it's not stopping. I didn't say it was stopping people from cheating, but what I'm saying, there's things out there.
Of course.
So, that's a lot of times why we choose to only be with one person, is because we're trying to be faithful to that person, not him, and him, and want all these different fluids.
Good Lord. Damn, you don't wrap it up? You want all... Hey, listen.
I'm not only talking about... I'm talking about fluids, like from kissing, fluids.
Oh, man, that don't count.
Yes, it does. That's still saliva.
Let me tell you something. Look what somebody... I saw this today, and what that say right there?
Oh, my gosh.
That's a real status. What? Can you read what that status say?
Don't read it.
See what that status say? What does that say?
I miss being nutted in.
You would want to read that.
That's a status somebody put up. And I had to screenshot it.
There's some women that are not ashamed of their sexuality.
And they're good for them.
And they're not scared of their sexuality, and they don't treat sex as it's taboo. And they just don't. A lot of women try to talk about relationship and leave sex out of it. How the hell you have a conversation about a relationship and you want to leave sex out of it?
Look at this shit here.
What is it?
Please get on her, Fatine.
Who is it? women are more loyal.
Who men cheating with other men?
Yeah, right.
Now I have to agree with
Oh.
that. I have to agree with that because I always say this on this show. If it was not for women cheating with these men will not be cheating. So they are cheating because these women are cheating with them. So we can't always blame it on the men. It's the women out here that are cheating with them when they know for a fact that these men have someone at home or have a woman.
So if you I'm gonna tell you something. One thing I will say about for teen preachers togetherness. So if you sisters are so loyal, you will be loyal to your other sister and not cheat with her man. If you know this is a married man, leave him alone. If you know he in a relationship, leave him alone. Get your own man, sis.
So what it says, and this is from marriage.com, historically, men have been more frequently associated with cheating, but recent research suggests that gender gap in infidelity is closing. More women, because you know why? Because more women are in more power positions. They're not docile. They're not just at home and relying on the husband to bring the bread home and do this and do that. They're in more powerful positions. They make more decisions. They're leading more households together now, and they don't have to tote what men say, because if they don't, they'll be asked out. That's why now women are playing more games like men have been playing for a long period of time. And the problem is a lot of us men can't deal with it.
Well, they've been playing the games. I think they just now open with it. Because I will agree women cheat better than men. Because one thing about us,
Y'all dumb.
we
Y'all just stupid with it.
we're very stupid and we're very blatant with it. Not to the point that we'll broadcast it, but we'll switch up. Like we both know a woman can damn have 3-4 done slid up in her, get that vinegar, tighten it back up.
Exactly.
And I'm in there thinking that I'm king.
I'm the only one in there.
You know what I'm saying? And little do I know that John, Charles, and Fred, you know what I'm saying, done ran through my crib and paying the light bill.
Dabba dabba do, Fred.
Like,
That's right.
like, for example, y'all just silly with it. Like you saying, "Oh, I'm getting ready to go shoot pool with John." Meanwhile, an hour later, John in the grocery store. Oh, tell Vic I say what's up.
John dumbass.
No, because you didn't warn John that you was going to play pool with him. That is how silly y'all are.
Man, fuck John.
Y'all just silly like that. We, on the other hand, we be thinking 3 or 4 hours. We be thinking 4 days ahead. Like, listen, Christine, listen. All right?
Y'all are better with it.
Friday,
what?
you
That's
and
more-
I are going bowling.
But see, that's more, to me, that is way more devious because now you cheating with your heart. I'm just trying to get a nut. You trying to build a whole relationship out here.
Yeah,
Like she
there's more premeditated. There's premeditated.
Yeah, I'm hurt. You just supposed to go out there, find you some Peter Bird in the bathroom, get your little booty wet, and come on home. You out there making plans. You done bought some new drawers. You done got some new lip gloss. All that shit. You doing all this shit for an extra
Got you some Kama Sutra products.
Yeah, but you won't do this. You won't look at you, but you won't do this for me at the crib. See, that's one thing I will say when Egypt says women cheat up, men cheat down. We just want some sex. That's it. We ain't looking for no intimacy. Y'all going out there trying to fill a void, and we just going out there trying to have sex. There's a big difference.
And Tyrone, you say Tyrone Ed says, so in other words, women lie better. No, the problem is us men identify with our egos. We stick out our chest. We want that bravado. So soon as we come home, we wait for our wife to say something because it's stupid. Because then we'll say, yeah, because you know you ain't the only one I'm looking at. But see, women, they'll go out there and do their thing, and then come home and be cool and have your dinner on the table, kids in the bath and ready for bed, and homework done. See, women are a little bit more strategic, where us as ego, you understand what I'm saying? Because our ego, men, but again, that's who we are. I hate to say that. Some of us, we're conquerors. A lot of men are conquerors.
Let me tell you how devious and how dirty and conniving fucking women are. Y'all MFers will come home, cook a meal that's the other dude's favorite meal just to take him a plate to work and have your man sit there.
I don't
Wait,
know
wait.
what women you dealing with.
It ain't about what
Yeah.
I'm dealing with. So let me tell you something.
Some.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Please say some.
I have friends that confide in me and ask me different ways on how to get around. Well, what you think about this? And I listen to these stories. And I'm telling you, like, I have friends that I ain't saying they live that lifestyle, but they have done some shit. And when I tell you, I have a friend that her side dude liked a certain meal. And she cooked it for him. But she made it at the crib. She fed it to her man. She packaged it up like she was taking it to work and brought her side dude his favorite meal.
Now that's messed up.
That ain't messed up.
That is messed up.
That ain't messed up.
That's messed up because you know why it's messed up? I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. So to me, that's messed up. For
Cheating
my
is
man,
cheating.
That's what I'm saying though. But for my man who knows that he's cheating with another woman, for him to take time, and I'm just using that as an example because you just said it, for him to take time and cook a meal at the house that he know that his side woman loves. He's gonna cook that meal for me. Plus, he's gonna take it for like he's taking lunch and he's taking it to that woman.
Yeah.
That's messed up to me.
Yeah. Like,
That is dirty.
that is dirty, but y'all, everybody does it. Like, y'all say,
Everybody does
well, I'm
it.
going to make a cheesecake for the office, but you
No.
take it to Charles.
Everybody does not.
But when I'm saying this, just like on that Tyler Perry thing, when Tyler Perry said, "Oh, you starting to look good," y'all will start wearing these dresses. Y'all will start wearing this special perfume. It might be innocently flirting, but that's still cheating. Flirting is cheating.
I want to go back to this, but I'm come back to what y'all are talking about. Tyrone Edge says, "Nah, I ain't never met a brother like that. I don't know what men you been around, brother, and maybe you been around those kind of consistent men like that. I've seen cheating from men and women in my family. I've seen it on both sides. I've seen what you see, you keep that here from the women. I've seen from the males. Where I'm going now, you don't repeat that. So I've seen it on both sides. I've seen it from both sides of the track. You understand? So people do this. Now, maybe I'm more of a worldly man, Brother Tyrone, but I don't see, again, there's men that I know that are loyal and don't cheat, and then there's a lot of people that do. Both sexes do it. They do. So it is what it is. It's a choice, and that's the bottom line.
I'm gonna tell you something. I have yet to figure out Miss Lois Parker because sometimes she'll come with some shit and I'll be like, she just getting on my nerves. And then she'll say some shit like this, talking about everybody ate, we win. Like, come on, man. Like, bro,
Win-win.
like I'm telling you, like, I know some conniving. When I tell you females cheat, and it's not really the act of the cheating, it's the mental game of how to cheat. Like, you know, a woman to cheat with a man that looks similar to her husband. They might be in the same gym.
What? You know what?
They might be in the same. They might have the same kind of car. I'm talking about this all kind of little shit that y'all do to play these mind games.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I know that I was 20, like 80. I'm telling my age now, but I was 24. I was working at Macy's. 26. I working at Macy's. I was 24. I'm working at Macy's, and I met this woman. And not trying to come on to her, I'm security. So we had to have an interaction about a receipt at the door. Come to find out the next night, Veronica and Victor, I was off. So when I got back the next day after that, security said, "Yo, that woman came back looking for you." What's the woman coming back? She married. She got married, 2 kids. We got into conversations. Would she come back married looking for me?
I'm pretty sure you was flirting.
No, not that night because I had to interact with about that. Because I said to them, would she come looking back for me? She's married. Come to find out, she got back in touch with me. She was married. I never forget this.
I hit.
Oh, I hit. She wanted to hit. I didn't pursue it. She wanted to hit. She was married. I don't know what her husband looked like. I didn't give a damn. I don't notice. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hitting.
But I tapped it. I never forget that. So again, you see it on both sides of the track. I see it on both sides of the track. So it is what it is.
I'm a hit. And then I want something
I was in a
For
relationship. I
me,
was single. I was single at the
Yeah, if I'm single, man, I don't give
single.
a man.
I was single. I was
Wait,
single.
wait, wait,
I
wait,
was
wait, wait,
single.
wait, wait, wait.
I was single at the time.
So because you're single,
I don't care.
you don't care.
No.
So, but if you're in a relationship and a man did it to you, you would care.
Yes.
So why wouldn't you care about how this man
she
feel
don't
about
care.
you cheating with his wife?
Cause she don't care.
You talking about younger Vic though? You ain't talking
I'm
about.
talking about 43-year-old. What's the
Veronica,
right
that's
now?
that's the game. Remember they say don't hate the player, hate the game.
I'm only respect your relationship
I don't
as much
give
as you
two
respect.
quarters about a game.
But that- but
y'all
that's-
have your own mind. You make your own decisions.
does she.
Yeah.
Y'all too grown to be playing games. Just because y'all.
really.
We're not
listen,
saying that.
Listen.
Okay, we listening. I'm sorry.
Just because it's offered to you do not mean that you have to take it.
The hell, I'm hungry.
At 26, 20, 24.
I'm talking about now.
Oh, we ain't talking about now. I
I
gave you
am.
an example.
Yes, Victor
I
is.
am.
Oh, Victor.
I'm
I
hitting.
just said at your age right now, why are y'all still playing those games?
It's not a game. Like I said, I can only respect your relationship as much as you respect.
But
it.
you will be hurt if someone did it to you.
But that's-
if you get in a serious relationship.
But you don't think for tit
and
for tat
some-
for that. We don't do that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Some men don't think like that, Veronica. They don't think like that.
Just for that moment.
You missing the point.
You know what I'm saying? For that moment. You at that moment where they're throwing it at you, right? You're taking it. But once the shoe is on the other foot and you're in a relationship, you wouldn't be able to take it for this man to come
No,
on.
because she cheated on me.
But
I'm not cheating on anybody. I'm
but
single.
he's got that same mindset as
I don't
you,
give a
though.
damn what he
He's
think.
thinking like, well, she came on.
There ain't
me.
no Lord. Listen, first of all,
He got to take that up with her.
that's that. Yeah, that ain't my fault.
He got to take that up
I'm
with her.
hitting.
Just like Victor would have to take it up with his wife if somebody did it to him on his wife. He would have to take it up with her.
That's what I'm just saying.
Try to beat her back in for the little bit of shit I do.
No, it ain't. You won't. You want him to stay. You hear anything like that, you out. So don't even sit there and say that.
No, I'm talking about the married chick. If she come at me and she telling me she want to give me some of that good stuff, I'm gonna take it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna take it. But if somebody did it to me, I'd be upset. Like I don't understand.
That's the thing.
I don't understand where you don't see where the difference.
Yeah.
The
falls in.
difference is you should treat people how you want to be
But-
treated. If you know
I'm
that
not in a relationship with him.
Listen,
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying.
Sorry.
If you know that if you was in a relationship and someone came on to your significant other,
Yeah.
you wouldn't want it done to you. So why would you want to do it to someone else?
So I've had this discussion
That's the
with,
question.
but Veronica, again, it's not always logical in these actions here. I had this discussion with an older brother that on my job, he was talking this, that, and he was married. And he was like, yo, man, I tapped this, I tapped that. So I said, what happens if your woman decide to step out and get that? His exact words to me, Veronica and Victor, I will break her effing neck. I'm, as a young brother, now I'm even younger than 24. I'm like, dude, you're doing it. He said, I don't give a damn. That's what he said. He said, I don't give a damn. So I'm listening to him. So I took that to other men and just passed that on. A lot of men had that same mindset. Yeah, you don't understand? I can do this, but she can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You got to understand, I have zero loyalty to somebody else's relationship. I have zero loyalty.
And they should have zero loyalty.
And they do.
Your relationship.
You're right. And they do. My woman should be loyal to me. If she decides to have sex outside of me, then we're done. So if this married lady over here wanting to give me some sex and her man find out, that ain't my fault. Because I ain't raped shit.
But that is your fault.
No,
because
it's
you
not.
knew she was married.
I ain't got
So
nothing.
you have something to do with it. It's not all her fault. Don't put the blame all on the woman.
99.9% of that is hers.
How?
Because I'm not in that marriage.
It doesn't matter. You caused that.
Somebody gonna do it. Might as well be me. Just like them drugs, somebody gonna sell them. I might as well be the one to benefit and reap the benefits.
All right. So it just says, wait a minute, let me see. Vic, you just said women shouldn't mess with a man in a relationship. So the standard goes both ways, sir. And that's exactly right. Gary says respect for the next man, and that's a problem. Right. You should have respect for the next person.
Listen, Gary, E.G., both of y'all can go
What?
somewhere else with that.
Watch it.
Oh man, we done break up.
That
We,
you-
we broke up.
Oh,
by
y'all
the
already
third
broke up?
comment. Yeah,
Okay.
we break up. They can go somewhere else with that. I mean, it is what it is. You know, everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, and I'm gonna talk to my brother Gary right now. So my next door neighbor, he always said, I never wanted to know if the woman has a man or whatever. Don't introduce me to him. I don't want to know that because I puts me in an awkward situation. So I hear what you're saying. Have respect for that next man. But if you out there and you meet this person on the train, you don't give a damn if they got a husband or not. If you want to hit that back, and if she's married and she got a ring on, that's your morals. If that's your morals, my brother, that's fine. But I'm just saying how people tend to operate. Not everyone operates, but those that are going after that, they don't give a damn about that man. They don't give a damn about I'm gonna be looking out for that next man. He's just going for his. Get his and keep on pushing. And that's the reality, and that's the world we're in. Not everybody does that, but those that do it, it does happen.
Let me tell you something. If I see a $10 bill on the ground, I know it ain't mine.
You better not pick it up. They putting stuff on
I don't
it.
give a damn.
Yes, you.
I mean, all the money on the ground ain't got shit on it. But what I'm saying is, if you know that damn $10 bill on the ground ain't yours, so you need to walk past it. That's what I'm saying. Like, just because if it's out there and it can benefit me, I'm a damn take it. It is what it is. I mean, it might not be kosher and it might not be, it might sound taboo to a lot of people. But what I was saying is I was commenting on what Carr said, that women are loyal. And I said they're not. Because if you are loyal, then you would be loyal to your sis and not cheat. I ain't saying shit about men being loyal.
And
I never said that.
And the reason why I disagree.
It's always.
She made the comment, V.
Yeah, she made the comment, and that's a blanket statement, and totally disagree with that because that's a blanket statement. Women are loyal. You didn't say some women. You say women are loyal.
Yes.
And that's and right now I can prove that wrong. I can prove it to see certain women in my family, certain women I know, certain women I've slept with wasn't loyal. So don't come out and say women are loyal in a blanket statement because that's not true.
So Gary says, I've turned down many women from the park that are with guys we know.
Oh yeah.
I'm that type to alert the dude.
That's him. What? First, all right, wait a minute. Gary, I don't know him.
I know him. Hey, wait, we didn't do that. We didn't interact with women that dealt with, like, we play ball together. So that's what he means, the park. So we didn't do that. If we knew the woman's guy, and sometimes even women would on the slide try to offer us something, we didn't disrespect the brothers like that because we knew them. I'm just talking about, Gary, you come down here and play some ball and you meet some woman down here you don't know she's married or not, and she tells you she's married. Are you concerned about that? If you
Yes,
are, then that's
at your age, you should be concerned about that.
that's him.
But
a lot of men aren't.
My whole thing is, he says I'm the type to alert the dude that it happened. Like, bro, don't tell me my woman came on to you because I ain't gonna believe you. I'm gonna tell you that now. You got to watch how you. I don't know how y'all do it up north, but you got to watch how you bring shit down here to motherfuckers down in the South. You can't come up to me and say, bro, my woman been hollering at me. And even if you show me some text messages, I'm getting upset with you. So, I mean, like bringing that to me, man, if you tell her no, I appreciate it.
Okay, well, even bringing that to you, it's still in the same field as you cheating with someone. You got to be careful with that too. You don't know if these men, these women that you cheating with, you don't know if they're men really going to take it to that next level if they find out that you're cheating with them. So you have to be careful any way you look at it.
Well, Jesus.
Anywhere you look at it is dangerous. Whether someone, if he come to you and tell you, or you find out, it's still dangerous.
Well, it's either jail or hell then.
Yeah. Now,
the offense.
now, E.G. put a comment out here that's interesting because it makes you think. E.G., this is an interesting comment you put. You say loyalty doesn't equal fidelity. fidelity.
That's facts.
That's a good point.
That's facts.
That's a good point. Loyalty doesn't equal fidelity, and that is a interesting point, and it makes a lot of people think that they'll jump at that.
But but the thing is, I don't think people know how deep what she said.
That's what I said.
Really means. Like, you can't just jump into it. You have to really think about it. Loyalty does not equal fidelity.
That's right.
It don't.
That's right. That's right. She's
It
right.
don't.
She's right. She's right. Good point. That's a good point.
Okay, one of y'all want to break it down?
No.
Are we keeping it? Okay.
I mean, because what Fatim might take from that and what I take from that may be on the opposite sides.
Okay.
But the way I look at loyalty and the way he looks at loyalty may be different. But the fidelity side of it, I think we both have the same definition of fidelity. But loyalty may be a little bit different.
All right, so let me get to Tyrone, and then I'm going to get to EG, and then we're going to, Tyrone says, bruh, you don't know what kind of package that brother done brought home to his old lady. It's too dangerous out there. You don't know who's watching either. That brother catch you with your drawers down, then what? Exactly.
I'm dead.
EG,
That's
over
it.
some.
People done died over, first of all, wait a minute. People have died for lesser things.
People went to war over a woman, over some nookie.
Yeah,
But at your age, I'm going back to it. Y'all are.
World War I was over a woman.
Okay, that's
Age
World
don't
War I.
always necessarily
at
make
y'all
you.
age, are y'all still ready to die for some cootie?
Yes.
I ain't trying.
What
to,
else is there?
I
What
ain't
else
trying.
is
I ain't trying to be.
Yes.
I ain't trying to take that risk out.
Yes, I am. Listen.
That's why I keep mine on my hip.
Wait a minute. So I need for you to understand the depth
Oh, some cootie?
of some coochie. Understand this. I don't live where I live because, this grand scheme of living in a nice neighborhood. I'm living there because it's a coochie magnet. I don't understand. I live in a 5-bedroom house. Like, I live by myself. That is a coochie magnet. I could live in a single wide trailer and be sufficient.
And you
living
can
there.
still get coochie in a single wide, double wide trailer.
Yeah, but
so it don't matter. See, them the kind of chicks.
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
It's so much easier where I live at than to get me a trailer somewhere else. And I'm not shitting on nobody with a trailer. But what I'm saying is,
There's some whores living in trailers, but go ahead.
There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes.
everybody like whores too. But what I'm saying is I don't work the way I work just because I work. I do it for all that shit for coochie.
And
I don't wear the clothes that I wear because I think Fatim gonna compliment me. It's for some coochie.
And Victor is 100% right. I've rolled up on men.
And that's why the wrong chicks are coming your way.
They ain't wrong because I'm still hitting.
Yeah. See. Listen to again.
Said marriage ain't everybody go.
What Victor just said. Y'all don't. Some women understand it because they are out there looking for that. So that presentation. There's men that I rolled up on that had them sports cars, and the first thing I say, "Oh man, that's a Panani car." They nod their head. They know what that is. They know what that is. So what Victor is saying, that the same way when we build up our resume for a good job, the way we live our lifestyle also sets us up for certain things and certain benefits that come with that. And Victor is 110% correct
all
on
the
that.
coochie. You think, this little vest and these braids.
That's definitely not getting you no coochie.
You don't know that. You know what I'm saying? These braids and all this shit, man, I wouldn't even cut or shave. Most men wouldn't even bathe if they knew if they wasn't going to get no coochie. I'm serious. Like, I would wear the same thing every day if I knew if it wasn't for no coochie.
Jacqueline
said, cowboy boots comfortable?
Jacqueline Gasson says, Lord, Lord, tonight, coochie.
I really don't think, everybody don't think like me, but I'm being serious. Like, most
right, Tyrone.
I'm saying some men do things because they like it. Don't get me wrong. But you think some of these guys out here that wear these flashy diamond chains, you think they doing it for approval of another man? No. They doing it because it attract women. Why the hell?
I
Why
hope-
would I want to be a successful man to prove to other men that I'm successful? No, I'm proving to women that I have power, money, and respect.
And let me show you the difference. So the same way that I dress today, is the same way even in a relationship. I'm still doing it for my woman. I'm still doing it for a
Your
woman. It doesn't matter, Veronica. I'm doing it for my woman
woman.
because I'm in the relationship. But if I'm not in the relationship, I keep myself groomed because that's who I am. But at the end of the day, if I want to attract a good woman, I always want to be ready on my game
You
at
know
all
what?
times.
If y'all was to give Jesus this much,
Jesus get it.
if y'all was to give Jesus this much power as you trying to get,
Why you think
Poochie,
Jesus don't? What makes
the
you
world
think?
would be a better place?
Well, see, that's the thing, though. See, we're openly giving women this attention, but who I praise in private shouldn't always be what I say out there in the open.
And look what Cheryl said. Some are doing it for another man. Laugh a lot. I don't talk about the man doing it for another man, but that's true there. But women also do that for that attention. And see, and that's why we bring up this whole thing. Y'all go to work, y'all look fly, but you come home from your man, and then you take off the fly gear and put on the raggedy ass shit.
Well, what do y'all put on?
I'm
Besides holy draws.
always like this.
Besides
I'm
what?
always
Holy
like
draws.
this.
Hey, listen.
I'm always ready and dressed and smelling good.
I got some good draws, and I got my. You want to put on your period draws? I got my period draws. too.
Okay,
I don't have
so we tit for tat just because.
That's
So you
right
gonna
there.
put on your holy draws?
I ain't got no holy. I got some draws that make my butt look real flat, and then I got some good draws. They kind of tight, and they make my butt kind of sit up a
Lucky.
little bit. Oh yeah, yeah. You can see everything. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. You don't think we do that for y'all? Men got good draws. They got bad draws. They got regular draws.
That is
I
wrong.
used to have that when I was young. I got all good draws now. I ain't got no holy draws.
I got
Oh,
draws
my
I wear to
gosh.
work. I got draws that I wear out and about, and then I got draws that I wear when company come over. You know what I'm saying? Them the new ones. Them the ones you got to pop the tag. You know what I'm saying? You pop the tags when company come over. Might take
That's
these
another
off.
thing that's what I'm saying about how men groom themselves. I remember, you used to hold on to man, every not every year, but replace them. Get some new underwear, get some new undershirts, man. And keep your gear up to par. I keep my socks right. I keep everything right.
Yeah, I mean, because y'all talking about how you want the woman to be right when she come to the
Yeah, I gotta be
bed
right.
or
I
whatever.
gotta be
You
right.
got to be right as
Gotta be
well.
right.
First of all, let me tell you something. When you come to my house, you know I like you if I got that blue water in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? I got that blue water. Motherfucker, I done damn clean up some shit.
Why you got blue water? They can't use the bathroom.
But I'm gonna tell you something. If you come to my house and I got that, if you come in the bathroom, you see that blue water in there, you already know what kind of night it is.
They want to sit down.
It's gonna be some. No,
They want to
she gonna
splash.
sit on something. She gonna sit on something. But I put that blue water in that toilet. That means my ass was cleaning up, and I done went the extra mile. I done put the blue water in the little bag. I got the little bleach tablets there. Listen,
All I'm saying.
I done got all the pee stains from around the toilet. Listen, I need for you to come through and drop them drawers, cause I dropped down and I got the blue water in the toilet.
All I'm saying, y'all keep sticking your little weenie in everybody. When you start having leakage, start dripping around the little. Don't call out. Don't talk about we can't do the show tonight because I went to the doctor and blah, blah, blah. No, you coming. And you're going to be leaking and all that. You're going to sit here. You're going to do the show. Keep putting your penis in everything. Yeah. And on that note,
Wait. Where you?
thank y'all so
Oh,
much.
wait, fuck. Well, let's back up. Wait a minute. So, I ain't even.
Look at me.
Oh shit! I wasn't paying attention again. I'm sorry, y'all. Go wide.
You better watch your muffin cat.
So
Go ahead.
I ain't even having sex. So you be clean for yourself. So Cheryl,
So we supposed to believe that?
well,
You're not having sex.
I ain't. You can't. Not one person can say.
My voice is about going
I'm
again.
just telling you. I know.
We
it's
gotta
late.
wrap it up.
Yeah, but
Oh
I
my
know one
gosh.
person. Nobody can't say I'm having sex. Like, gee, I ain't doing shit. I ain't had sex in like a year and a half. Oh, my son will be.
Wait.
Yo, I'm serious.
That's
I'm
what.
serious.
So that blue water go with them blue balls. Then you got.
I ain't
No
doing
wonder
that.
your water blue.
I ain't doing that.
That's why your water blue. Okay, I got you.
It can't be. You know, people get blue balls when they get sexually stimulated and they
Right.
can't do nothing. So if I'm not being sexually stimulated, then it is what it is. I'm at a moment of clarity.
We gotta close this down. It's 10:01, y'all.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
That's right, Victor. Save yourself.
And
for
Cheryl
the
said,
right
"Yeah, I'm
woman.
saving myself for the right person,
Yeah.
for the right married woman."
All right, man.
Cheryl said you should do all that anyway to clean.
Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, Cynthia. Wait. Shanita.
I thought you said she said good night. She
And then
said
we
cut them
said
down
good
lights.
night. Shanita said, I agree, Veronica. You should be comfortable in your own home. You can be in sweats and a t-shirt and still look good. They act like you're supposed to look like housewives of Atlanta when they walk through the door. That's some BS.
The moo-moos.
This is real life. All right.
You put the
How many
moo-moo on,
people
you
going?
pregnant.
How many people go into bed with makeup and lipstick on just to satisfy?
Ain't nobody said that, but and there's nothing wrong with being comfortable in your house. Let's don't downplay what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when your women can get dolled up and go to the job and be glamorous for in front of other men, and then come home and downplay that in front of your man. That's all I'm saying. You ain't got to come home and walk in heels. But I'm saying, get some Victoria's Secret and put some matching pajamas or something on that matching and sexy. But when you come home and you want to put some big ass sweats and some big ass t-shirt on,
And
maybe
we're
Victor's
comfortable,
cool
too.
with it. Victor's cool with it. But
Right.
Cut to
don't
me.
do that.
And it's the last thing I'm gonna say tonight.
Okay.
Walmart sell the best shit to get you pregnant. Moo-moos and them damn the wall. God damn it, Walmart. You can go to Walmart. You can go to Walmart and get right.
I'm a Victoria's Secrets man. Shoot, that's what.
Fried chicken in them shits. You got me a plain chicken, and I see them titties moving. Shit. Shit.
He's an old school Southern boy.
I didn't walk around like that. Shit. The fuck?
Oh God. Oh, we back. We're back. The show's back now. We're popping now.
Cut mics.
We back.
Cut.
You all right? What you done choked on? You all right?
Tuning into the
Oh my
Tangy
gosh.
Tea tonight.
Thank you. Yes, please.
Brother Fatim, all the way from WBLS, New York.
All right. Good to be back.
I'm gonna start being Mr. Moo Moo, bro. God,
With
boy.
moo somebody with some chicken grease
Boy,
on it.
especially when I see shit moving.
Oh gosh. Thank you, Victor. Yeah, my voice was doing good. My voice was coming back after, my sinuses or whatever. Now, I told you I was not going to talk that much tonight.
Shit, I told you was.
Oh my gosh. Fatim, thank you. Victor, thank you so much.
Y'all better stop spending all that money on them drugs.
Oh yeah, and real quick, Thursday night,
Thursday
7
night.
p.m.
Yes, thank you.
Tangy Tea, Men Table Talk.
Beat our 5th edition.
There you go. We in the
5
house.
good brothers, 5th edition. Let's go, baby.
Y'all want to hear some stuff? Get ready. Get in the comments. You want
7
some questions
p.m.
answered? Bring it on. We'll bring it to you.
7 p.m. Thursday. Be myself, Fatim, Herman, Mr. John, and Big Slum. He'll be here. Bernard McNeil.
Good job. Check it out. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. right here. Okay, y'all close us out because I got to save my voice.
All right, 10-4. So, y'all have a great night tonight. Ladies, take your bras off. Don't go to bed with a bra on. You know what I'm saying? Let that man see them things move. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus Christ. You
Tomorrow
can't even
morning-
close us out.
And tomorrow morning, send your man a titty picture because he deserved it.
Oh my gosh. On that note, young lady, I'm so sorry we did not get to your email letter tonight. we will get to your email letter hopefully next week. I'm so sorry because I did email her back and tell her to watch tonight. She probably like, when are they going to talk about the email? So
Send 'em
sorry.
a titty
We
picture.
apologize for that. On this note, on that note, on all of these notes, we are so out of here. Thank y'all so much for watching. Tankity of Life, gmail@gmail.com. If you have a topic suggestion, if you have an email letter, send it to us, tankityoflife@gmail.com. Y'all have a great night. Love upon one another. Enjoy your weekend. But before the weekend, be sure you check these fellas out. Thursday night, 7 p.m., we coming to you live. They coming to you live with the all-male table talk. Good night.
Buenas noches.
Send me some titty pictures.